Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. We'll be having simple conversations to help you improve your speaking and listening skills.
No matter your level, you're welcome here. So, grab a snack, get comfy, and let's jump into the world of English together.
Hey there, Sarah. How was your weekend?
Hey Alex, it was good. Relaxing for the most part. What about you?
It was all right. A bit uneventful actually. That made me realize I should probably pick up a new hobby.
Oh yeah? Is there anything in particular you've been thinking about?
Not really. There are so many options. I was hoping you could help give me some ideas. You always seem to be busy doing something interesting.
Well, thanks. Let's see. It really depends on what you're looking for in a hobby. Do you want something creative, outdoorsy, social, or maybe something to learn a new skill?
That's a good point. I do enjoy being creative, but I also wouldn't mind getting outside more. Maybe something that combines those two?
Have you ever thought about trying photography? You could capture some beautiful scenery while also being creative with composition and editing.
Photography. I actually haven't, but that sounds interesting. Is it difficult to get started?
Not necessarily. You can take some great photos with just your phone these days. There are also plenty of beginner-friendly cameras on the market. There are even online tutorials and classes to help you learn the basics.
Wow, that's good to know. Maybe I could look into getting a basic camera and see if I enjoy it.
Definitely. And if you do, it can be a really rewarding hobby. You get to explore new places, capture special moments, and express yourself creatively.
You've definitely gotten me interested. I might have to ask you for some more photography tips if I decide to give it a go.
Anytime. In fact, there's a photography club that meets at the local library on Saturdays. They do workshops and outings. It could be a good way to learn and meet new people.
A photography club? That sounds perfect. Thanks so much, Sarah. You've been a huge help.
No problem at all, Alex. I'm glad I could spark your interest in a new hobby. Maybe we can even go on a photo walk together sometime.
A photo walk sounds like fun. We could explore that park on the outskirts of town I've been wanting to check out.
Oh, that's a great idea. I've heard it has some lovely hiking trails and scenic views. Perfect for some landscape photography.
Exactly. Maybe we could pack a picnic lunch and make a day of it.
Sounds like a plan. Just remember, depending on the time of day, we might need to think about lighting and filters to capture the best shots.
Good point. I'll definitely do some research on that before we go. Anything else a photography newbie should keep in mind?
Well, don't get too hung up on having the most expensive gear. Focus on the basics of composition and exposure first. The rule of thirds is a great starting point for framing your shots.
Rule of thirds? I'll have to look that up. Is there a photography app you recommend for editing?
There are a few out there, but I actually prefer using software on my computer for more control. GIMP is a free option with a lot of capabilities.
Free is always good. Maybe I can download it this week and start playing around with some photos I already have.
Sure. The more you practice, the better you'll get. There are also online communities for photographers where you can share your work and get feedback.
Oh, that could be helpful for learning and getting inspiration. This photography thing is starting to feel overwhelming, but in a good way.
Don't worry, it's a lot to take in at first. Just start slow, have fun with it, and don't be afraid to experiment. The most important thing is to enjoy the process of creating.
Thanks for the encouragement, Sarah. I have a feeling I'm about to embark on a whole new creative adventure.
Absolutely. And hey, maybe you can inspire me with your new hobby too. I've been in a bit of a rut with my painting lately.
Really? I wouldn't have guessed. Your landscapes are always so stunning.
Thanks, that's kind of you to say. But sometimes even the most creative wells run dry, you know? Maybe seeing the world through a photographer's lens will give me some fresh inspiration for my paintings.
That's a great way to look at it. We could even do a photo to painting challenge sometime. I take a photo and you create a painting based on it, and vice versa.
Oh, I love that idea. It would be a fun way to combine our hobbies and push each other creatively. Speaking of the photo walk, how about we aim for next Saturday?
Sounds good to me. I'll look into the camera club meeting this weekend and see if it fits into the schedule. Maybe we can grab lunch there too.
Perfect. In the meantime, we can share some of our favorite photography and painting resources with each other online.
Definitely. This is going to be a great way to stay motivated and accountable. Maybe we can even document our creative journeys on social media with a fun hashtag like hashtag from snaps to strokes.
Hashtag from snaps to strokes, I love it. This unexpected conversation has totally reignited my own creative spark. Thanks for that, Alex.
The feeling is mutual, Sarah. Who knows, maybe this is the start of a beautiful creative collaboration.
You could say that. Speaking of beautiful creations, have you thought about what kind of camera bag you might want? There are so many styles out there, it can be overwhelming.
Actually, I hadn't. I figured I'd just use a backpack for now, but a proper camera bag would be nice. Any recommendations?
It really depends on what kind of camera you end up getting and how much gear you plan to carry. But for starters, a sling bag might be a good option. They're comfortable, easy to access your camera, and come in various sizes.
A sling bag sounds practical. Maybe in a neutral color that would go with different outfits?
Definitely. Black or gray are always safe choices. We could even check out that new camera store downtown this weekend and see what they have in stock.
Great idea. Maybe they'll have some beginner photography books too. I'm eager to soak up as much knowledge as I can.
Absolutely. And hey, if you find a good book on composition, we could have a little study session at the park sometime. Learn together and put our newfound knowledge into practice during our photo walk.
Love it. This is shaping up to be a really fun and educational weekend. Maybe we can even find a cute cafe near the park to grab coffee and review our photos afterwards.
Sounds like a perfect plan. This whole photography thing is already bringing us closer together. Who knows, maybe we'll discover some hidden artistic talents in each other along the way.
Here's to new hobbies, creative sparks, and unexpected friendships. Cheers to that, Sarah.
Cheers to that, Alex. Here's to stepping outside our comfort zones and embracing new adventures. By the way, speaking of unexpected friendships, have you considered joining that photography club after all?
Actually, I was just thinking about that. It would be a great way to meet other photography enthusiasts and learn from their experiences. Did you say they do workshops?
They do. They offer beginner, intermediate, and even themed workshops on things like portrait photography or capturing cityscapes. Maybe we could try a beginner's workshop together to get our feet wet?
A beginner's workshop sounds perfect. It would be nice to have some structured learning before we head out on our photo walk. We could even make a weekend of it and explore the city with fresh eyes.
A photography weekend getaway? Now you're talking. There's this charming little town a couple of hours away known for its historical architecture and vibrant street art. It would be a photographer's paradise.
A photographer's paradise, huh? Well, pack your bags because I'm in. We could find a cute Airbnb with a balcony overlooking the town square, perfect for capturing those golden hour shots.
Airbnb with a balcony? You're reading my mind. This is getting better and better. Maybe we can even convince our significant others to join for a relaxing weekend getaway. Double the fun, double the photo opportunities.
That's a great idea. Mine would love to explore a new town, and yours is always up for an adventure. We could make it a couples photography retreat.
A couples photography retreat. This is officially the most exciting conversation about a hobby I've ever had. Let's get started planning this weekend trip. We have some research to do and memories to capture.
Absolutely. This photography journey has already taken us on so many fun detours. I can't wait to see where it leads us next. Let's grab our notepads and brainstorm some ideas for this epic photography retreat.
Okay, so weekends in August are a bit busy for me. There's John's birthday and then Labor Day. How about the first weekend of September?
Perfect. That gives us plenty of time to plan and research the town. Speaking of research, let's check online for those photography workshops you mentioned. Wow, they have a whole series of beginner workshops on different topics. There's one on street photography essentials that looks interesting.
Street photography sounds right up our alley, capturing the energy and everyday life of a new place. Let's sign up for that one.
Done. Now, for the Airbnb hunt. Remember, balcony with a view.
Look at this one. A cozy rooftop apartment with a panoramic view of the town.
Wow, that's amazing, but it might be a little out of our budget.
True, let's keep searching. Maybe we can find something with a smaller balcony, but still a good view, and split the cost with our significant others.
Great thinking. Sharing the Airbnb makes even more sense. And hey, maybe we can convince them to participate in the workshop too. Double the learning, double the fun.
You're on a roll today. Imagine the photos will capture bustling markets, historical architecture, and maybe some candid portraits of the locals.
Don't forget the food photography. We have to document all the delicious local delicacies we'll try.
Absolutely. This trip is shaping up to be an incredible blend of learning, exploring, and creating together.
Exactly. Who knew a simple conversation about hobbies would lead to such an exciting adventure? Here's to new beginnings, unexpected friendships, and the power of photography to connect us to the world around us.
Cheers to that, Alex. To capturing memories and sharing them with the world through our lenses. All right, so with the workshop and Airbnb seemingly figured out, let's not forget about the actual photography sessions. We'll need to plan an itinerary for the weekend, factoring in the best times of day for lighting in different locations.
Excellent point. Early mornings for golden hour shots of the town waking up, and maybe late afternoons for capturing the warm glow of the setting sun on those historical buildings.
Perfect. We can also research some specific landmarks or hidden gems the town is known for. Imagine capturing the sunrise over that old clock tower or finding a quaint bookstore tucked away on a side street.
Oh, I love that. We could even dedicate a day to exploring the outskirts of the town, searching for scenic landscapes or capturing the local wildlife.
Sounds like a great way to mix things up. And don't forget about people watching. Street performers, families enjoying a picnic in the park, capturing the essence of life in this new place.
Exactly. The possibilities are endless. Maybe we can even set some small photography challenges for ourselves throughout the weekend. Like capturing a reflection in a puddle, or finding a symmetrical composition in the architecture.
Love it. A little friendly competition will keep us motivated and push our creativity. We can have a best photo of the day contest each evening, sharing our favorites and learning from each other's techniques.
This retreat is turning into a full-blown photography learning experience. We can even dedicate some time each night to reviewing our photos, offering constructive criticism and brainstorming ideas for improvement.
Absolutely. Iron sharpening iron, as they say. And who knows, maybe by the end of the weekend, we'll both be inspired to take our photography to the next level.
There's no doubt about it. This trip is more than just a getaway. It's an investment in our newfound passion. We'll come back with not just amazing photos, but a deeper understanding of the art of capturing the world around us.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Alex. Here's to a September to remember, filled with exploration, creativity, and the magic of photography. Phew, that was a whirlwind brainstorming session. I feel like we've planned out the entire retreat already.
Almost. There's still time to refine the details, but you're right, the core structure is there. Now the hardest part might be waiting until September.
Tell me about it. I'm already picturing myself strolling through those charming streets, camera in hand.
Don't forget the delicious pastries we'll be indulging in at the local cafes, fueling our photography adventures.
Of course not. This trip is all about indulging in new experiences, in creativity, and maybe a few too many croissants.
Speaking of indulging, have we considered convincing John and your significant other to join in on some of the local nightlife? Capture the energy of the town after dark.
Now you're thinking. Live music in a cozy jazz bar, or maybe a rooftop bar with breathtaking city views at night. The possibilities are endless.
This retreat just keeps getting better and better. We might need to extend it by a day just to fit everything in.
Don't tempt me. But seriously, this whole thing started with a casual conversation about hobbies, and now we're planning a full-fledged photography adventure together.
It's amazing what a little spark of curiosity can lead to. Who knows, maybe this is the beginning of a beautiful creative partnership.
Here's to that. To new hobbies, unexpected friendships, and the power of photography to bring people together.